Get RPG! Sector Unknown is a solo-developed isometric sci-fi RPG set in the shadowy expanse of space. Begin on a desolate planet, establish a stronghold, explore space, ally with or dominate local factions, and combat an organization set on ruthlessly exploiting the sector's resources and inhabitants. Welcome to the Kid RPG channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing ahead of time. If you do enjoy my work, hit that thumbs up to make me aware and I will make more videos like this. Okay, we're going to go over some of the game's reviews, I guess. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. We got a couple of each. Alright, this first one says recommended, 11 hours on record, 8.9 at the time of review. Long-time gamer here, and this one really kicks the old school vibes for me and reminds me a lot of one of the favorite titles from the Amiga 500 called Hard Nova. That has never really been replicated, but Unknown Sector comes pretty darn close, and so does Stellar Tactics. Close enough that it kept me playing way past my bedtime on a work night, which these days is really rare. Keep up the good stuff, and I tip my hat to the dev. That was a nice one. Oh, we got another positive one here. Here's another person. It says, this game deserves a thumbs up from the devs' updates and engagement alone. The Steam community can be a pretty toxic place to bring fire-retardant clothing to, however the dev is proactively involved in the community and responsive. Dev is updating troubleshooting more than it seems humanly possible from a price point, work ethic, great job. This update schedule has meant jank and things I found annoying are quickly being squashed like a roach, and quality of life updates or features popping up like cost of living except wanted. Right, some of this doesn't really make any sense, but he must have been tired. He must have been staying up all night gaming. Updates and features popping up like the cost of living except wanted. Okay, I thought I was reading that wrong, but that's way how it's worded. We're rolling with it. In terms of RPG mechanics, there are a bunch of stats and a few equipment slots for various effects such as armor, weapons, etc. It does the job, but nothing too complex. I love turn-based games, and while there is a little bit of turn-based shenanigans in the space on the grid, it's pretty simple. The majority of combat is based, and again, not overly complex. Yeah, the game's not really hard. I mean, it's basically run-of-the-mill. Move your guy, attack with your guy, move your guy, attack with your guy, fight's over, you win. It's not very complex at all. And there's definitely, like this guy says, there's definitely more ways than just combat. You can try to weasel your way, blackmail them, all kinds of stuff. That's what the player, that's why it's got replayability. You can play through doing different things. Pretty awesome. And there is some humor in the game. I did notice that. This person says there's some humor, but it's pretty low level. It's pretty low level, but it's there. It's present. This game is generally PG, despite you being an escaped prisoner and fear view adult themes or language include explicitives. The writing is fine and does a job nicely. It could do more directing guarding what to do next, however. The devs took on this board and have stated they will look into being a little more descriptive to assist players. The graphics do the job. If you're looking for an Unreal 5, this is not the game for you. As someone added isometric RPGs, this game is fair game at the point price. And worthy addition to space opera genre versus the Evil Corporation. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. Alright, next one we got at 21.5 hours on record. Okay. I love the story and the twist at the end. Unlike other games where they offer you choices without impact, this game gave meaning to it. Yeah, you gotta watch your choices. They have impact for sure. Oh, we got some negative ones coming up now. This guy's got 18.3 record. I wanted to enjoy this and give it a positive review, mainly since it may be the work of one person and I admire that, but unfortunately I cannot recommend it. Everything about it is so mediocre. All the elements of the gameplay and writing have been done better elsewhere. Okay. You're just comparing it to other, if you're comparing it to companies that have like 30 people compared to one, that's not right. The combat is especially tedious, and the rating has no surprises or freshness. Yeah, okay, I'm done reading this one. Most of that's not even true, but it's his opinion, so he's allowed to have that. But we're moving on to the next one. This one has got 3.4 hours on record. I don't even know what you do, make your guy. Oh, whatever. A great foundation for early access, but it needs a lot of fine-tuning in the balance and skills department. Most skill checks are simply unfair and not fun. I didn't even notice that at all. You will mostly, and I'm not I have nothing to gain on this. I see a decent game, I'm going to say it, but I've seen way worse games than this for a heck of a lot more money. That was 0 updates. This person's updating regularly, so I don't know what you're looking for. You will most likely end up playing an entire playthrough blind, only to know that what and how to maximize skills on a second run. I did pretty good on my first run. Okay, we're going to skip down. You are expected to equally share non-combat and combat points, but if you make the mistake of engaging in combat, get ready for XCOM levels of stupidity where you miss 50 No, I didn't see that at all. I don't know if I played different, but I played XCOM, and this game is nothing like XCOM. XCOM, I don't even know if it's even possible to hit anything in XCOM. I don't think it's programmed into the game to even make contact. It's just you could literally have a 99.9% chance to hit, and you will miss 100% of the time. That is XCOM. This game is nothing like that. Read the last little sentence he got here. This is by all means not a bad game, quite the contrary, but the small tidbits that ruin the balance are killing it, the vibe. Okay, he's misspelled it. Okay. Balance are killing the vibe. Once it fully releases, most of these issues can be easily fixed. I agree. Now this one right here, it proves that the dev is engaged in these. So this one, it was posted July 20th, and he was right on there September 5th. So, I mean, that's not very far apart. So he is on there. He's active, somewhat. This guy's got his 13 and a half hours in there. 11 and a half hours into the game, time of the review. That's pretty good. I did enjoy the game. The story was pretty good, but I can't remember it at this state. Performance is pretty terrible. FPS drops and are happening every few seconds and after every action. And then the developer responded. Creative Storm Entertainment developer. He says, "Hi there. Just letting you know I recently pushed an update that significantly increased FPS and optimization. As well, there is now a VSync option that will allow players to uncap the frame rate. Just letting you know in case you want to check that game out again," which is awesome. And hopefully they did. Welcome to Kid RPG Channel. Today we discuss Sector Unknown. This is a single-player game released on July 16th, 2025 for the PC. This is an RPG that was developed and published by Creative Storm Entertainment. They are based in Alberta, Canada. The last game this developer released was Ages of Gladiators Reforged, which was released on March 27th, 2023. Sector Unknown is a game that is currently in early access. This game also has 55 trophies or achievements, and has one DLC, which is a soundtrack. The game features 5 difficulty settings, which is Story, Easy, Normal, Challenging, and Nightmare, for the people that really want to challenge. The tags used to best describe this game are RPG, Tactical RPG, Isometric, and Character Customization. This game uses save files for saving progress. This game does absolutely support autosaves. As the review time for the price of the game was $24.99 as of 1/1/2026. And when you do get to the point where you feel like you're going to purchase this game, the minimum requirements is a Windows 10 64-bit. The processor is an Intel i5 4690 or an AMD FX 8350. The memory, you're going to need about 8 gigabytes of RAM. And the graphics, you're going to need a NVIDIA GTX 970 or an RX 480 with 4 gigs of virtual RAM. The storage, you're going to need 15 gigabytes for this game. But what they recommend the settings to be is Windows 10 64-bit. In your processor, they're recommending an Intel i7 8700K or an AMD R5 3600. The memory, they want you about 16 gigabytes of RAM versus the 8 gigabytes for the minimum. And for recommended, the graphics, they want need the NVIDIA 2060 Super or the RX 5700 XT with 8 gigabytes of virtual RAM. And you're also going to need 15 gigabytes of space. And recommended that you use a solid state drive. But you don't need it, but they recommend it. Updates. The game does regularly get updates. The game is frequently being updated. And the last update was literally today. And the last one before that was literally like a week ago. So they're on it. They're actually doing what they're supposed to do when you go in early access. So this is a game where the choices of your decisions have consequences. I'm not gonna do any spoilers or nothing like that, but we're gonna try to explain the game and break down and review it as best we can. I know that some of the most noticeable game mechanics in Sector Unknown are the immersive isometric RPG that draws inspirations from classics like Fallout 2, Knights of the Old Republic, Fallout New Vegas, as well as more modern titles such as Wasteland 3, Encased, Colony Ship, and Pathfinder Kingmaker. Every decision, every nuance in the character development has tangible consequences. While combat is a viable approach, the game equally emphasizes alternative strategies for progress, inviting players to leverage their characters' unique abilities to navigate through the narrative creatively and diplomatically. You will trek across several interesting venues and complete missions and dispatching enemies that will earn you experience. Some of the features also include bounty hunting. Your base will of course serve as a nexus for other activities as well, one of which will be the building of a bounty terminal, allowing you to pick up death mark contracts. With these contracts, you will track down elusive criminals across various planets, with more perilous and rewarding bounty contracts unlocked through the research system. Speaking of the research system in Sector Unknown is built upon the non-combat technical skills of your character. Take biology, for example. Its research tree unfolds uniquely, unlocking components based on your character's skill level in that area. Similarly, computer science, engineering, finances, and piloting each come with their own distinct trees. These branches not only offer enhancements and bonuses and unlocks, but also underline the importance of your character's skill increases and level choices. Now we have the war score. The uprising itself will be undertaken on a galactic scale, adding a strategic layer to the game. As you progress through the story, you will bring new planets and factions into their legions, expanding both your influence and reach. However, with each new planet added to your coalition, the stakes rise, thrusting them deeper into conflict with the Star Frontier. Meeting this growing challenge requires reinforcing newly acquired planets, recruiting specialized support staff, and building formidable fleets, and tackling pivotal side missions. The accumulation of these efforts is reflected in your war score. The score not only contributes to your character's destiny, but also that of the planets under your control as well. Then they have a unique crafting system. After claiming the abandoned mining facility on Maku as your base, you will be able to do many things from there, including crafting, enabling the forging of weapons, armor, shield generators, narcotics, injectors, and even starships. The crafting system boasts a rich matrix over 50 organic and inorganic materials, encompassing everything from metals to inert gases to chemicals, fungi, and various flora. Successful components combinations yield superior items, tipping both combat and non-combat scenarios distinctly in your favor. They are very active on the discussion boards as well. The last update was December 29th, 2025. Right. What is the world the player is in? Throughout the main narrative of Sector Unknown, you will traverse a spectrum of unique planets, each with distinct factions and individual story arcs. Some of these planets include Maku, a desolate, lifeless planet where your journey begins, setting the stage for your vast unknown ahead. Nabi, a harsh desert planet where two groups stranded after a crash battle each other for survival amidst the endless sands. Eremitiera, a frozen world encased in ice, harboring an abandoned group of Star Frontier soldiers who you will need to convince to join your cause. Hellfire, a volcanic world teeming with lava and fire, where a mysterious cult rises after the first child in the century is born amid the chaos. Joe, once a thriving oceanic outpost, now abandoned to lawless and disorder. Its waves conceal secrets and dangers alike, and very many more places to come. Each location promises a distinct environment and set of challenges that contribute to the rich tapestry of the game's universe. So what is the history of the main character? Well, the history of the main character is your story. In Sector Unknown, every choice you make shapes your destiny. As you traverse through the Null Sector, your interactions with characters and factions on each planet will uniquely influence the narrative. Your decisions determine not only the outcome of each planetary story arc, but also the fate of the entire sector. From forging alliances to making tough moral choices, your path is yours to define, whether through democracy, strategy, or combat. Your story will unfold in a way that reflects your personality, playstyle, and decisions, accumulating into a truly bespoken game experience where you are the architect of your destiny. What is the main story? In Sector Unknown, your saga begins as a prisoner aboard a transport ship from which you escape in a commandeered escape pod, crash landing on Maku, a forsaken world veiled within a remote and uncharted region of space. This planet becomes the foundation of your odyssey as you convert it into a stronghold and a base of operations. From there, you will set forth into space, exploring distinct worlds and locations, each teeming with its own faction and unique stories. In your quest, you will confront the shadowy dealings of the Star Frontier, the powerful mega corporation that once imprisoned you. Operating unchecked in the hidden Null Sector, now erased from all official star charts, Star Frontier has established a tyrannical reign of terror and destruction. Your mission becomes to unite the sector's backwater and abandoned planets through either force or diplomacy, and overthrow their oppressive rule once and for all. Sector Unknown weaves themes of exploration, discovery, conflict, and greed, crafting an epic tale of adventure and rebellion in the boundless expanse of space. Does the game have replayability? Yes, it's got several difficulty settings. Play through again with all new different decisions, and you can try out new builds, so there's definitely a little replayability there, I think. The graphics, I think the graphics are very detailed, and the designs and the levels are really laid out. I think they did a really good job on that. And the ratings on Steam are very positive. There's a couple bad ones on there, but most of them are positive, so they're doing pretty good. What are some of the hardest parts of the game that I ran into? Would be the hardest part of Sector Unknown often involves navigating the game's complex decision-making and skill requirements. Players frequently find that larceny is a crucial skill to maximize experience gain, as it allows for unlocking lock containers and passing and progressing through the game effectively. Additionally, the game's narrative can be challenging to engage with. Often, it requires players to follow a linear path without significant freedom in a character development or exploration. The main story takes about 20 to 30 hours, depending on the decisions and what all you work through. I mean, you can just rack it through the game, which is probably not very fun, but it takes about 20 to 30 hours. My overall opinion on the game, I really enjoyed the game. I thought it was a very solid RPG. It had a really neat skill mechanic, and I just had pretty much just enjoyed everything about it. It was pretty fun. Was there any unlockables? I didn't see any. I don't think there was anything unlockable. Did it have a new game plus? No, it did not, that I could tell. Okay, that is going to wrap this one up. I hope you get the time to enjoy the game and tell me about it in the comments and what your experiences were playing it. As always, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more to come. Get RPG!